We're live, friends. How's it going? I'm back on the grind. The grind never left me. So, we're on our way to the salon. And I wanted to just, talk about what is going on. So, oh yeah, welcome back to the Daily Dish. I'm Candace Cooper. What's up? Alright, so it's day 2 of 2025. And I don't know about you, but I'm bracing myself because we had the incident in New Orleans. We had the incident in Las Vegas. And now they're checking something out in D.C. And then we have the guy in Virginia. So I'm just like, what is fucking going on? I'm too cute for the revolution, okay? I'm too cute, and it's just not my vibe. The revolution is not my fucking vibe. So I just, if they need a hairstylist during the revolution, I could do that. If they need, facials or manicures during the revolution, I could do that. But that's all I have left in me. Really, sincerely, that's all I have left in me. I have nothing else to offer. I have nothing to offer in that realm, so I'm just not in the fucking mood. I'm sincerely not in the mood. A little breast mint. And then we got our dude Luigi, who, listen, he's innocent until proven guilty. And I'm only saying that because I feel like people are projecting this, martyrdom onto him. But we don't even know, I don't know. Why was he dressed like Lee Harvey Oswald? What is going on? Did they find the backpack on him? Did they find the backpack in... What the heck is going on here? What is this? Did they find the backpack here? What the heck is going on? Alright, we have to make a little detour. I'm fucking outie. Did they find the backpack in Central Park? Find the backpack on him in Pennsylvania? What was he doing at Altoona? Oh my god, no. Why are they building these ugly, big fucking houses here? This is a ranch-style neighborhood, and these people are building monstrosities. I fucking hate people who come into a cute neighborhood and destroy the whole vibe of it. However, I love people who buy into a neighborhood and honor the ranch style. Oh my gosh. I feel sorry. But the people who come in, whoever the zoning people are, please, no. We don't want it. It's a one-story neighborhood. That's right. I am standing 10 toes down on that. If you come into an area, respect the vibe, okay? The vibes be vibing. You know they're from California. You know whoever bought that house and is making it 10 stories high, they're definitely from California. They're from California or they're from Jersey. Either or, they don't have respect and they're selfish. So, hey everyone, this is my drive. This is my morning drive. Oh my God. So for New Year's, let's do like a little New Year's recap. On the weekend, I felt like I went out, I did karaoke, so I felt like I had fun. I got that out of my system, even though, oh my God, what is happening here? Why is this all blocked? Oh my goodness gracious. Why is this all blocked off? Well, this is annoying. What are we doing? Alright. Just mio. So I went out on the weekend. I went out on Saturday. I feel like I got like my groove on. I sang No Doubt. I sang a song from Grease. I flirted. I had hot water with lemon because I'm still on my no drinking kick. I'm feeling very Kyle Richards when it comes to my no drinking. Like, I don't have an issue with it. I just like challenged myself last year to give up a bunch of different things for Lent, and that being one of them. And it just stuck. It just stuck because I find that if I do have a drink, I don't last as long socially. Like, I can't stay out and hang for a long time if I'm drinking. Whereas if I have water and like food and, you know, like maybe a soda, a Coca-Cola, I could stay out till midnight or like 1 a.m. But if I drink, I could stay out till like 9:30 and then I want to go home. So for me, it just makes sense to approach my life in that way. Oh, it's a cute little area. And I'm rolling with it. I'm going with it. So I'm still on the no drink kick. I was able to stay out super late. I had so much fucking fun. If you're in Scottsdale, Arizona, go to the Grapevine. It is such a good time. They have 4 different rooms. They have the one, if you want like a cool intimate experience, you'll go to like the back room. And if you want to be like more on Front Street, literally, you'll go to the front room or the top room. But apparently there are 4 rooms there. I have only seen 3. But go. It is such a fucking good time. The bouncer is such a little cutie pie. Shout out Aaron. Shout out Aaron from Ohio. He's really cute. He did ask for my number, but he's 22 and I could be his mom. So I did give him my number, but I'm not pursuing anything with him. Because I was like, oh my God, you're 22. I gave him my number and I was like, wait a second. How old are you? And he was like 22. I was like, no! But he's so cute. He's adorable. Go visit Aaron. He's a little blondie. And it was a great time this weekend. Sunday, it was like, just like chill, rest, prep, and, you know, cook, clean, do laundry, all that stuff. Monday, same. And then Tuesday, I went into the salon because I was fully booked for the whole day on New Year's Eve, which was great. It was awesome. You know, it's like crazy. I am such a little Capricorn. What makes me happy? Being productive makes me so happy. Having a craft makes me so happy. Working towards that craft makes me happy. Entertaining makes me happy. Like, it's just, I'm such a Capricorn, Gemini rising, Cancer moon. I just really am. So Tuesday was great. It was exactly how a Capricorn wants to spend her New Year's Eve, working at her craft, making that guap. And then I went to the supermarket after work. I went to 2 supermarkets after work because I had to get grapes, green, and I had to get cornbread. So that's why I had to go to 2 different places. Sprouts had the grapes. So I literally had to scour to find the green grapes. There was a lot of red grapes left over, but green. And I got the cornbread at Whole Foods. So I whipped up that cornbread, and I got pork, and I got spinach, and I got pomegranate. So I did all of those things, got all that stuff together, went home, went to bed at 9, but I set my alarm. That's the trick. I'm an early to bed person, so 9 o'clock, I'm already an hour and a half past my bedtime. So I set my alarm for 11:58. I had washed my grapes earlier that night. And then at 11:59, I was so deep in sleep. I was so cozy, so comfortable. Got up, got out of bed, went under the table, ate my green grapes, 12 of them for good luck. Everyone's like, oh my God, that's the devil's work. That's a ritual. God, first of all, religion is so heavily steeped in ritual. So I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm a Catholic. We burn resin, we burn frankincense, we burn myrrh. The 3 wise men, psychics, used astrology to find baby Jesus. Okay. So anyway, anytime somebody's lighting fucking candles in the church, anyone who's religion, witchcraft, it's all the same shit. It's all the same fucking shit. So I don't want to hear it. It is all the same shit. Whether you light a candle on your altar in your apartment or your house, or you light a candle in a church, it's all the fucking same shit. So I don't want to hear it, okay? Anyway. So, yes, did I eat my grapes underneath the table? I absolutely did. Was I wearing yellow underwear? Yes, I absolutely was. Now, last year I ate the grapes under the table, but my hair got caught in the metal part underneath my table. And I'm like, oh my God, was that so indicative? Was that a precursor? Was that, just a glimpse into what my dating life was going to be in 2024? Kind of. I took a year. If we're going to get really personal, so if you don't want to hear it, scroll on by. Celibacy for over a year. And I see some of these women on TikTok, they're like, I've been celibate for 6 years. 6 years! 6 years! You still haven't found a man good enough to share the coochie with in 6 years? This is so grim. So grim. And now I'm on the fucking hormones, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling spicy. I'm feeling back. And I'm just so sad that it could be, 10 years, 6 years, 5 years before I want to share the coochie with anybody or ever again, because there are women on TikTok who've been celibate for 40 years or 30 years. The woman was like, yeah, I'm 81 and I have been celibate since I was 40. Bro, this is so fucked up. I'm not into that. Wait a second. I wonder why the street was blocked off like that. I don't know. Given recent news, I'm like, anything is possible. But yeah, it's so crazy to me to be like, oh my fucking God. Celibacy could just be the rest of my life. But I'm young and I'm healthy and I'm, still in touch with that part of myself. So I don't know. It's just such a fucking bummer to think that way. Anyway, stayed home for New Year's Eve, went to bed, did the whole grapes, woke up yesterday, gave thanks, cooked those pork chops, made delicious. I had cornbread yesterday. It was so good. I made myself like a little mini quiche from Trader Joe's, which they're delicious if you're just lazy and want to throw something in the oven, take a shower, and have it be done. I added broccoli and I added tater tots to my quiche, and obviously it was fucking perfection. And my client, she is like she's not like a fitness coach, she is a fitness coach. She told me to make hot cocoa with protein shake. So I put my chocolate protein and made a frothy, delicious, organic cup of coffee. It was just such a beautiful day yesterday. I took a long nap. I went for my 4-mile walk, and now I'm here today, heading to the salon to craft some gorgeous, beautiful hair. You know, it's so easy for us to get wrapped up in TikTok and the news and, social media and, celebrities and all of this stuff. It just seems so intense and being just bombarded. And I don't know about you, but I haven't really felt safe in the world since 9/11. That was so Pluto and Sagittarius. If you're not into astrology, you should just go look up like Pluto and Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules religion, fanaticism, planes, airspace, travel, uh, being on your soapbox if it's negatively channeled. And what did we have? We had radical religious groups coming in, using the airspace to cause mass havoc. Pluto, underworld, death, rebirth. And I'm a New Yorker, New Jerseyer. I grew up 8 miles from Manhattan, so for me, the World Trade Center area, I've only been down there a handful of times when I had to go through the subways down there and like walk above ground. But I've never spent time there. It was never a destination for me because that so just represents. I was old at that point. Not old, I was 17 when that happened, but I'd been on the earth for 17 years prior to 9/11 happening. And so and then it was Columbine. So it was 9/11, no, it was Columbine first, 9/11, and my family went to the same high school that I went to, and they experienced like smoking cigarettes in the school. We had a senior lounge. You could go in and out, whatever. After Columbine, it locked down. They locked us down, which was so creepy and dystopian. And then we had 9/11, which was like the large scale of the microcosm of us being locked down because of Columbine in the schools. It was like when you would go into the subways in New York City, because I lived right there and I was always in New York City working, socializing. The Lincoln Tunnel, Holland Tunnel, they had armed military outside of it. It was so dystopian and crazy. And then we had the pandemic, right? We had the housing crisis, then we had the pandemic. So I feel like all of us, Jersey in the building, what up, Jersey? But we've all been so traumatized for so long, and now we're starting 2025 off with all of this, terrible news and all of these tragedies, and I don't know what to say, because on a small scale in my life, I'm trying to just like stay positive and stay above ground with all of it. But then it's so easy to become disillusioned and like, what is real, what is not real. This guy who went cray-cray in New Orleans was in the military for 10 years. He was born in Texas. What is going on? And the guy who did the thing in Vegas, he was also in the military. I'm pretty sure with that other guy. Don't quote me on that. But I'm like, what the fuck are we living in right now? I'm just trying to eat my quiche from Trader Joe's and go for my hot girl walks. I am not prepared for the cray-cray to go down. It's just not my vibe, you guys. Seriously, does anyone need a blowout? Does anyone need a facial? I can't do eyebrow threading. I did try. And threading is definitely a skill that I do not have, nor do I think I could ever acquire it. Oh, okay, Jersey. They did say that those two guys knew each other, and they were in the military together. What the heck is that about? Now, okay, if we want to get real conspiratorial for a second, did they brainwash them in the army, in the military? I don't know. What's the difference between the fucking army and the military? I don't know. But what mind control? You know what I mean? If you've ever watched BioShock, would you kindly, if we don't think for 1 second that they're doing subliminal programming on us in some weird capacity, whether it be to sell their fucking toothpaste or whatever, I'm like, why did both of these guys essentially defect to this behavior? And they were both together in the military. Like, what? What is going on? I'm not into it. Like, I just want to sip chai tea lattes and do hair. Oh, which, by the way, I am so proud of myself for starting a company and all of that wonderful stuff. If you're not financially prepared to start a salon suite or a company of your own, really think about investors prior to jumping into it. We think we'll make it back. Okay, yes, in some cases, people do make it back, and people are amazing. So always gamble on yourself. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. 2025, I go through my finances and everything with a fine-tooth comb every month, and I am just very proud of myself for cooking at home, doing all of that stuff, and really, my budget is so tailored right now. 2025, we're making big changes for the better. We want to see returns on our investments now, okay? So we're being savvy, we're being smart, and I watch all of these videos. I watch all of these self-help videos. If people truly knew how much content on self-help I consume, I could write the book around the block, eyes closed, 20 million times. I get it. They all want you to sell a digital product. They all, anytime I hear, I was listening to a Mel Robbins podcast the other day, and she had this girl on who came from a supportive family, came from a good family, came from, I want to hear about the people who came from nothing, who had like Bethany Frankel style money noise. Because I think that that's the majority of people who aren't where they want to be in life. It's because they've come from such disadvantaged pasts that it's like they're so far behind that thriving isn't even in their vocabulary, it's surviving. So I want to hear more stories about that, single women. I don't want to hear about a woman and her husband, because men, if you're not on the up and up with your finances, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because the game is rigged in your fucking favor. So if you're not prospering as a man, as a woman, it's the chips are just stacked against us automatically, especially if you're unmarried and you come from a horrible background or whatever. My biggest advice to women is don't lay with men who are going to give you a child and not help you out. Because why should the child suffer? Why should you suffer? Why should you suffer? Because you're going to do everything you can to make your child's life better, but you're going to suffer. So if you come from a fucked up family, do not lay with men who won't help you stand up, okay? We all know. I'm pretty sure that was Eartha Kitt who said, many men would lay down with me, but none of them would help me up. And that quote has stuck with me so fucking hard, and that's probably, oh my God, what are these people doing? Ariana, what are you doing here? But it was such an impact. That quote had such an impact on me. I'm like, that is such a brilliant way to look at it. If they can lay with you, but they cannot help you up, they are so not worthy of being in your life. So if you already come from a fucked up family, then do not lay with men who want to make you a victim. No. Lay down with yourself, okay? Lay down with a pillow. Lay down with, get a cat. Hang out with your fucking cat. All right? You don't need, it's this woman. She's on her phone, all right? And, like, no shade, because same. Yeah, she's in a rush. Let her get everywhere she's got to go. But it had such, like, a huge impact on me. I'm going to shoot it to you fucking straight. It's work, okay? Go to fucking work. Objects in motion stay in motion. And you want to get a fucking job at Trader Joe's. Get a job at Whole Foods. Get a job. I want to say, get a job. Get a job. Get a fucking job. And I know that that's hard to hear, because sometimes we're traumatized, we're healing, we're tired, we're not being nourished properly because we don't have enough money, and it makes you feel behind the 8 ball. I hear you, I understand, I empathize. But what I'm going to do is be the big mean sister that I never had, that I always wish I had. Like, everyone in my family was very quick to encourage me to quit everything. And I want to be quick to encourage people to not quit at all. Okay? If anything, you're going to dig your fucking claws in to life, and you're going to wrench your fucking claws into life, and you're going to claw your fucking way out from the pits of hell. And let me tell you something. I was in the fucking pits of hell. And I spoke with someone recently who knew me when I was a kid, and I was in the pits of hell. And I think that they can't really see me any other way but being in the pits of hell. But I've clawed my way out. And I'm still clawing my way out. I'm only like a third of the way there, half the way there. I have a ways to go, okay? But the only way I did it was I clawed my way. I went back to school at 27 years old. At 27 years old, I went back to school. I sucked it up and I went back to school as a cosmetologist, and I clawed my fucking way through school because my ex-husband would disappear and go on alcoholic benders when he knew I had a presentation at school the next day. When I had to get my license, I was staying in New Jersey with my mother because my ex-husband was, at the time he was my husband, and he was cheating on me and being an alcoholic and a psychopath. And I left because that's what our therapist told me to do. She's like, he's never going to change. This is going to be the rest of your life, and it's going to be horrible. Do you want that? I said, no. I left. I moved in with my mom, which says a lot because my mom is a psychopath. And when I had to go and get my license, I had to go to the depths of Brooklyn, okay? So I had to go from New Jersey, stayed at my ex-husband, at our apartment for one night. I think he had another girl staying there on the other side of the room, on the other side of the apartment. And I cried all night. I didn't sleep a wink all night. My eyes were so fucked up. And I just had my little pamphlet on my test questions, and it was a practical day. But like I went through, but I cried. I did not sleep. I was in another state. I was crying hysterically. But did I pass my practical exam in the absolute depths of Brooklyn with no sleep and crying hysterically all day? Yes, I absolutely did. I fucking passed it. Then I took the written. I passed that as well. And then I became a hairstylist, and I've been a hairstylist for the past 13 years. And I've moved around a lot, and I've lost my clientele multiple times because I keep moving because I love to live in different areas. And now I'm settled here, and my roots, I'm putting down roots, and I'm nowhere near where I fucking want to be, but I want to be real with people. I'm working 3 jobs, okay? This is not fucking easy what I'm doing. I work 3 jobs, and I still work out. I cook at home. I bring my lunches. I am digging my fucking claws into this life, and I am not letting go. And that is how I want you guys to, like, yes, you could sell a digital product, but who's going to buy the digital product from you unless you have the credentials or the credibility behind you, which takes patience, which takes hard work, which takes networking, which takes putting yourself in places that, you know that are going to get you somewhere, but it's not comfortable at that time. So, like, everyone who thinks that life should be easy. Like, I hear some of these young people, and they're like, I don't want to work 6 days a week. And I'm like, oh my God, I've been working 6 days a week since I was like 10 years old, and going to school. So New Yorkers and New Jerseyers, we're just cut out differently. We're just very ambitious. But when you take that work ethic and that ambition and you bring it to areas like Florida, like Arizona, like small town Ohio, they are going to value you and your work ethic. California, people used to love to hire me. Oh my God. When I lived in California, because I brought a New Yorker work ethic. I get to work early. I get to work on time. I clean up after myself. I try to do the best I can in every way that I can. Oh my God, these people today, they're fucking on one. Goodness gracious. So I'm here to be your fucking real big sister. No, you're not quitting your job day, because it takes a long time to build rapport with whoever you work for. Do not work for somebody for 6 months and then leave. Stay for 2 years and then go. Like, I shot myself in the foot so many times for, instead of negotiating in a situation where I was unhappy, I just threw the baby out with the bathwater and bounced. Instead, if I had rapport, and there are times when I did do the right thing, a lot of times that I did do the right thing, but I could think back to times when I didn't. And I'm like, Candace, it's about having like foresight a little bit and not throwing the baby out with the bathwater and taking the time to negotiate, taking time to ask for what you want and deserve and feel good about it. But all of that takes an incredible amount of time and work and investment and dedication and discomfort. And I'm not gonna give it to you any other way, because I watch these people on YouTube, and she's like, I used to be a school teacher. Oh my God, her voice. I'm like, please, no, I can't listen to this anymore. But she sits at a computer. She's like, I have a Ferrari. I'm like, you're so full of fucking shit. You don't even have, like, you're so full of shit. Yes. All right. So now I gotta go. I gotta go to work. I gotta blow dry my hair at work. But that's my TED talk. All right. Work fucking hard. Get up and work hard. I don't fucking care. Objects in motion stay in motion. I'm not fucking around. All right. I love you guys. Bye.